That volume, yes. Damn, dude. Like I'm buying it, right? Like I'm gonna assume that's not a toy or something. If this is real, and I think it is, this is frightening, man. That thing is burnt to a crisp. It's literally like, you see how stiff it is. And it's probably hot to the touch. Oh my God, man. This is a red-bellied black snake for those interested. This was originally posted by Snake Catchers Adelaide. Red-bellied black snake, they keep one of Australia's worst snakes away too. The brown snake, one of our top 10 deadliest snakes in the world. Yeah, we don't want to see this guy go. That's terrible. Further proof, please be careful. You don't need to hear this from me, but let me tell you, be careful in the heat. Holy smokes, guys. I hear about the heat down there every summer for you guys, every winter for me. But, man, it still blows my mind how hot it can get. And it's in a lot of Australia. I feel like the extreme heat, when we're talking about temperatures like that, reach more people in Australia than it does here in the U.S. because the U.S. has extreme heat as well. But they're only in small pockets in like the Southwest and maybe parts of Texas, right? I feel like, we've gone over multiple times that Australia as a whole is much warmer as a whole, as a unit, than the U.S. is. The U.S. has varied extremes in more cold climates, I would think, than Australia does. Further proof of the heat, take a look at this one. My car got so hot, the thermal sticker on my mail turned completely black. That is crazy, man. But that's still not it. You want to know how hot it is in Australia? Well, the bees. Yes, the bees are drinking from a safety shower on a very hot day in Western Australia. I tell you what, you can't write this stuff. Look at that. Bees everywhere you look, and it's not a video, it's a picture. But I could just kind of tell that they're slurping that stuff up as much as they can, trying to cool off. Even as a bee, it would be damn hot buzzing around, wouldn't it? Put a little pond in my yard for all the critters outside, and the bees love it. The raccoons are rough on it, though. Yeah, raccoons, honestly, raccoons suck. They're rough on everything. I have had too many run-ins with raccoons on my property. They are really, really rough with stuff, man. They could be hella annoying. Alrighty, now, when you're out there in the desert in Australia and it's super hot, you might be, really hot, overheated. You might see a mirage, right? Well, this is not a mirage. You'd think it would be, but here it is. I guess this is way out in Coober Pedy in Australia, of course. Spaceship movie prop. Now, yeah, imagine you walk up on this. Honestly, I'm sure this is in a populated area, so bear with me, okay? I'm trying to make the scenario interesting. But yeah, imagine you walk up, you see this. That would be pretty wild. This is really cool. It's so interesting when like movie props that are in great detail that are really, kind of striking get, left behind or left there. So, you can end up finding where they're at somewhere in public and just see them. I think that's really, really cool. My question is, what movie is this from? Please tell me if anybody knows. That would be awesome to find out. This steak looks a little bit like Australia. There you go. We always got to throw these in. It is amazing. Amazing. How many pictures of food, and I'm talking various food items, I see, that end up looking like Australia. I think they win. I don't see this about other countries. Australia's got a magical shape that even food imitates it. I love it. Take a look at this. All right. These are $2 coins, right? Yeah, $2 coins minted in Australia. Can you guess the years? I'll give you a couple seconds to guess. Shout out the TV, shout out the screen. I'm waiting. 1984 and 2022. Pretty cool to see the difference. And if you didn't know already, the answer was right here on both of them. So I'm trusting you. I hope you got that right. No, but it is cool to see the differences in details. Obviously, this one on the left is aged. It's been around for a while. But, even you could tell the initial details were a little bit more simple, a little bit weaker on the details, you could say. When you look at things like, crowns and hair, jewelry, it's amazing to see what they can put on a coin in the modern age. This is very detailed, in my opinion, and it looks pretty cool. All right, now time lapses are hella interesting to me, especially when it deals with big construction projects. This one is a time lapse of the construction of the Woronora River Bridge in Australia. And this was all the way back in 2001. Take a look at this. Let's watch it together. No music, please. These are awesome. Whoa, look at the way. Whoa. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's skating through it. Or skating over the top of it. Dude, that is actually awesome. Look at that. Look at the finished product, dude. And it's filled with traffic every day. Look at it back here. Did they... It's almost like they're building it and sliding it out over to where it's supposed to go. Instead of I thought it was going to be to build it, boom, 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 one section, add a section, right? As it goes over the footprint of where it's supposed to be. But it's almost like they added sections way back here and we're sliding it out. Is that what I'm looking at? Is that an illusion? These are always interesting to me. You know any more about that? If I'm crazy or what I'm looking at there about that whole sliding out thing, let me know. Have you ever driven on this bridge? Hell, maybe you drive on it quite often. Now, you'd be mistaken if you thought the heat was over. I'm still showing you the heat. It's so hot, the bats. Yes, that's right. Bats are swimming in Australia. Take a look at this. That's freaky, man. I am not a fan of bats, by the way. I think they're gross. Come on. Oh, goodness me. Oh, they're so weird. I've never really seen them up close. Oh, dude, they creep me out. Why do bats creep me out? If you like bats, good for you. No hate for me. I don't like bats. And we do have them here. Actually, everywhere I've lived. In New Mexico, we had them like crazy. They like palm trees around there in our neighborhood. And then here in Illinois, on our property, always at sunset, right when the sun's setting, they start flying around. And yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. Oh, that's so weird. But is that a common occurrence? Bats in the swimming pool down under? I would guess not, but how would I know? The bat stroke. There it is. That's Catwoman's signature move. Not touching it proves she knows how to handle that animal. That is true. I mean, she's got more bravery than me handling it, period. But the fact that she handled it carefully with the, obviously, what garment or whatever that was, she's smart. I wouldn't want to be touching that thing at all. So now on to another thing that kind of irks me out, right? I don't know how this works. Everyone has things they like and don't like. Sometimes you're not really sure why. But for me, another thing I don't like is mushrooms. I think they irk me out. They're kind of weird. I don't really like them. I don't like how some of them look. They're just weird to me. I'm not a fan of them. But I can appreciate cool things in nature. And these are awesome. These are literally ghost mushrooms found in Australia. Naturally bioluminescent. You heard that right. Take a freaking look at these, dude. That is absolutely wild. I hope this is real. Because I know with some of these pictures, it's almost hard to believe. And that's the theme here. But these are literally wild, dude. Things in nature that glow. I mean, I do believe this because we've seen caves that do this in Australia and New Zealand as well that have different things that glow. And it's so freaking cool, dude. It's so sci-fi. It's so out of this world. These mushrooms come out each year on this dead tree after a rainy season. They are visible to the naked eye as a faint white glow in the forest. I've used a long exposure photography to gather